Hello? Dude! We fucked up. Let's go to lunch.
Are we going?
Let's go!
Oh, all right. We're going to lunch.
Hey, you! We're going to lunch!
There's nobody there.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today. They're singing, Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today. Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Super Cool Radio. I'm your host, always, Matthew Thomas. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is a very special episode. I'm coming at you from lovely Four Winds Field here in South Bend, Indiana. I got a great guest joining me at this time. Earlier this year, he was announced as the producer and event security for Super Cool Radio. Plus, he is celebrating his 10th year working at Four Winds Field. Please welcome Shane Hess.
Thank you for having me, Matt. I'm glad to be here.
It's nice to have you on the show. I know, as we said earlier, this year you are the producer and event security for Super Cool Radio.
That's right.
Very happy to have you on the team. I know we got quite a bit to discuss, not only with Super Cool Radio, yourself, and, of course, the South Bend Cubs as well. So it's awesome to have you on the show. Nice in front of the camera.
Exactly. It's different.
It's going to be a little bit different. If anyone's seen us at the last, couple shows starting, I believe it was October, I want to say.
It was right at the Forge.
That's right, in Joliet. It was a very fun show. We got to hang out with awesome band. Got to interview the Rumors, which that's an interview currently on our YouTube channel. Make sure to check it out. Got to get that plug in,
Exactly.
Gotcha. But before we start talking about the Super Cool Radio side, I want to talk about the South Bend Cubs side, because as I said, celebrate your 10th year in 2024.
It's crazy.
How did you get started working for the South Bend Cubs?
Well, actually, back when it was Silverhawks, I'd never been to a baseball game in my life. And I went with a group outing in 2014. And, it was just an awesome experience. Obviously the team wasn't the greatest, but the atmosphere was just like, oh man, the promotions teams were having fun. Swoop was having fun. For the most part, the fans that were there, they were enjoying themselves. I was like, dude, it'd be awesome to be able to work for a minor league baseball team. My family was huge Chicago Cubs fans. And I know I did have some part that were Detroit Tiger fans, but majority of Chicago Cubs. And when I heard that they was becoming the South Bend Cubs, I was like, I got to do it. Like, every bone in my body was like, apply for it. And I seen they was looking for promotions. I was like, yeah. I mean, I'm not a salesman. I don't think I could do concessions. I was like, I think I'd be a good fit for promotions. And I applied for it, and luckily I got it. And, I met with Chris, and, we hit it off right off the bat. I told him my experiences beforehand, and he thought I was a good fit, and that's how it all started. I mean, and I've been here ever since. I loved it.
Well, I can definitely tell you that I've only worked one season so far with you, but I can definitely tell you have passion for it, you enjoy it, and you really you get into it, into just being a part of it, and I think that is what's awesome. I will say, from my personal experience, again, I've worked one season here, and it's been probably the best job I've had working promotions, just because it is so much fun, but also with the organization, the South Bend Cubs. It's a very family atmosphere. They don't just preach it; they actually practice it. It is amazing to be part of the family, and it's just so awesome. I had the opportunity to work with them, and I look forward to continue working with them into the 2024 season.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know they got quite a bit of stuff going on, and they will be making announcements for it. So be on the lookout for that. I think 2024 season is going to be incredible.
Oh, it is. I mean, each year it just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, yeah. Plus, they got some wicked cool bobbleheads this year. So check those out on their Instagram and Facebook pages.
My favorite is probably the Swoop.
Oh, yeah. It looks incredible. I believe that it's August 25th. Make sure to come out. Get yourself a Swoop bobblehead. It'll be awesome.
And if you don't, I'm going to come after you. No, just kidding.
We can't say that.
Whoops.
Don't go unhinged on me. Don't hit people with ceiling tiles.
Hey, you know what? At the end of the day, I'll be all right.
But I did want to talk about before we get off on some tangents like that. So throughout this time, throughout these 10 years, you've built a very close relationship with Stu. So, like, how did that come about?
I met him back in April of 2015. I got to be a shadow, or a handler as you call it. Just watching him do his thing. He liked it in mischief. So I think that's what I like most about watching him get into mischief. Knocking over stuff on the concourse or harassing fans in a fun way. So, I mean, I just kind of just sat back and watched him. He has fun no matter what. Even on the hot days, he still enjoys himself. And that's what I like about Stu. He never has a bad moment. And he helped me be a better person just because of his personality. I mean, if he sees a fan having a not-so-great time, he'll do whatever he can to cheer him up. So that's what I admire about Stu. And that's how our friendship grew, our bond. Like I said, he made me become a better person. Just to enjoy little things in life.
But for sure, I know I've had the opportunity to work with Stu, last season as well. And what I really like, it kind of like going along with what you're saying, just no matter like what's going on outside of the game, Stu's always like focused. Like when he's here at Four Winds Field, he's always focused on making sure everyone has a great. Anyone he meets, he makes sure that they have a great time. He does cause quite a bit of mischief. I've seen him take some the buckets of change and start eating them. So
he likes harassing the other staff members around here.
Yeah,
and it's just fun to watch. It is.
It definitely is, and to me it just adds to the game. No matter what's like going on the field, the Cubs we had one game where I think they were up by 25 runs last season or something, or they could be down by quite a bit of runs. But Stu is always there. He's always decided to be there no matter what.
Even if we lose, he'll still try to make the best of it. He'll still, say goodbye to the fans and take pictures, give them hugs. I mean, because, there are people there to watch the game, but, most of them are here for entertainment. I mean, it's pretty much like a show.
It definitely, there's a lot of live entertainment, especially being on the promotion scene as we both are. There's a lot of live entertainment. There's fun game shows. So no matter what, we can't control what's going on field. We can control, making sure everyone has a great time. And I think that's what's very important. That's what makes the South Bend Cubs different from a lot of baseball teams. I also so if you can't see, behind the camera, there's actually a photo of Stu holding the W flag. I think it's just so perfect that we're talking about this.
And that's another thing Stu loves. When we do win, he loves running out in the field, waving the big W flag, high-fiving our players. I mean, that brings him joy. I mean, it's an exciting time to hear Go Cubs go in the background and seeing Cubs win on the video board.
Yeah, we always want the South Bend Cubs to win. I know Stu is the same way as well. But it's just so much better when it actually does happen. He's got the giant W flag and he's running around the field. It's an incredible moment. Always warms my heart every time I see it. So for Stu, obviously, so baseball season runs April to September.
Mm-hmm.
So how does he prepare? Obviously right now, I assume he's preparing for opening day, April 9th. So, what's his process? What does he do?
I mean, he does have appearances that he still goes to from time to time. I know Stu just went to CubsCon back, I think it was last week?
Yeah, the January.
So he had a blast. But when he doesn't have, appearances and out in town, he does like to hit the gym a lot. Getting his cardio in, pumping those iron. So he likes to get fit the most way possible because, especially on the hot days, you got to have the energy and the stamina. Also, he has to be mental focused. He really just likes being in the gym. That's how he prepares. And, you can't blame him. I mean, because he does a lot of running on the field. And, sometimes fans will want them to have Stu pick him up.
It is very true, though. I think out of, all these jobs, especially any kind of summer job, it is physically demanding for any department. But I do think, especially for Stu, you have to have a good stamina, and you have to have just that energy level, which he always does, no matter what. Stu always has that energy.
No matter how long the innings go, how hot it is outside, he still puts up a good fight. he doesn't let his tiredness show. Even if he is tired, he ain't gonna let you know that.
Oh, no, exactly. Even if he's having an off day, no one would know that. And I think that's what I really admire about him. Plus, you never know where he's going to pop up in the stadium, too. You see in the battery, he can be anywhere at any time. So always be on the lookout. So now I'm curious. So I've worked with you personally, you know, obviously for Super Cool Radio, but also the South Bend Cubs. And I've seen you, get mentally prepared before games. So walk us through, how do you mentally prepare for a game?
For me, and this started back when I was 2015, and I didn't even know I was doing it. But the staff that we had at the time were like, you really go, as the term is, method when you get here. Like, you were completely focused. And I don't know how that came about. I just, I kind of just shut everything off that's going on outside of this place. So, when I come here to do a job. I know it is a fun job, so I'm not taking it too seriously, but I like to be in game mode. And I've always stuck with that strategy, and it's worked for the most part because, people say, you're really straightforward, you're really serious about what you do, and it's because I love it. And, I don't want anything affecting what I'm doing here, outside of here. I wouldn't say it's demanding, but for me personally, I like to just stick with the method part of it. It's hard to describe for me to say it on camera because I don't really talk about it. I just do it. Like I said, as soon as it's go time, I shut everything off. I'm here, focus on here. Let's get it done.
What I really like, again, witnessing, working with you quite a bit. You commit to this job. You commit to doing the best job possible. And that does take, mental preparation, along with obviously physical preparation, but very much on the mental as well. And that's what, again, what I really like to work with you, just how much you commit. It made me want to work more and work better, improve my skills just by working with you.
It's crazy. Half the time I don't even know I'm in this mental mindset of, method performance, as you would say, because people would be like, dude, half the time I don't recognize it's you because you're just so, straightforward, tunnel vision.
Focused.
And I'm like, I didn't even know I did that. I don't even, half the time I'm like, I just click it on and then, at the end of the games, I turn it off. Obviously, in between times when we have a little bit of time, I can, let it all out and joke and have fun, but when I'm on the go, I'm on the go.
Once the game starts and, there's, stuff going on and promotions to do and things like that, you're definitely 100% focused on it. And it's just cool to watch. It's cool to do and work with you because I feel like it makes me a better worker.
I appreciate it.
I just want to talk about, so again, you're starting your 10th year here, as I said. So what would you tell Shane, back in 2015?
Stick with it. It's going to be a hell of a ride. I know 2015, I was a little nervous about doing something like this because, again, I'd never really had no experience. So there was a time where I was very anxious and nervous. But once I got a hang of it, these years flew by. I mean, for me, I don't even remember my first year, really. I mean, that's how quick it goes. It goes boom, 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 boom. Now I'm here at the 10th year. So I just say, I would tell them just stick with it. You're going to love it. You won't regret it at all. And like I said, I don't plan on giving it up anytime soon. I mean, I found what I love. I found what I'm passionate about. And I like to keep progressing.
Oh, definitely, for sure. And, just cool, again, just thinking about my first year here is like April to June or July was just a blur for me. Just, again, getting in the habit of doing the job, but also just, it goes by so fast. And then I started really enjoying August, September, at close to the end of the season, just because when stuff finally started clicking, you started making that connections with fans, which I know you have as well. And that's what I really like seeing is just, again, because we can't control what's going on the field, but we can, build those connections and relationships with those fans. And to me, it's just so incredible to see. Every game we're on the field, on Four Winds Field here, and it's just so cool. And to me, I always look out and you see the people who are there, people who spend their hard-earned money to be here and have a good time. And it's just so cool to witness.
I mean, look at the season ticket holders. They're there, rain or shine. I mean, there's a lot of dedicated season ticket holders.
Like, they don't just do it for a year. It's like there's some going on, I think, 10 years. Yeah. When the Cubs first, got the franchise here.
And maybe some with the Silverhawks, I'm not too sure, but I can imagine.
Oh, yeah, definitely some. And, every time you talk to them, no matter what, Cubs winning, losing, rain, shine, it was, I think one of the early April games, it was almost snowing. Mm-hmm. It was like in the air. They're there, and they always have a smile on their face.
Oh, yeah. And, they don't take it too seriously because they'll be like, hey, we'll get them next time. And you know what? Damn right we will.
Yeah. I mean, we've won the championship. Obviously.
We won 2019 and 2020. I know you probably can't see it this far away.
Yeah. And
that was a very cool experience. Of course, both of them were away. But,
yeah,
just hearing that we won it, it's just like, it's ecstatic. Everybody was so happy.
It was also very cool that obviously they won. I think it was the 2022 one when they won on the road. So I was here. I was only a fan for the 2022 game. But, like, obviously they lost their home game. And I was like, man, they have to win both on the road. And to me, once I heard, it was a few days later, like 2 or 3 days later, I heard that they won on the road both games.
Mm-hmm. It's
just incredible to hear. Because, again, they were down, but they really tightened everything up, pulled everything together, and they won.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's what shows. And again, just like with us, like even when we think we're down, just even for our promotion team, we don't give up, and we just work harder.
No matter how bummed up we may be, we can't let that show.
Exactly.
We gotta hype the fans up no matter what.
Exactly. Especially there's been some games where Cubs, unfortunately, are down by quite a bit, but we're still on the dugouts. We're still making sure fans have a good time, and that's what's very important. And I think that's what a lot of people embody here at the South Bend Cubs. So one more thing about the South Bend Cubs I did want to talk about, and then we're shifting gears here because obviously we have to talk about Super Cool Radio and some other things as well. So I know this could be a challenging question. I do ask a lot of my guests this question. So what have been some of your favorite moments in the South Bend Cubs so far?
Well, the championships is one. That's a challenging question, man.
I did give you a heads up. It would be. I asked a lot of my guests this question because I'm always curious what their takeaways are from their career.
I don't think I have one. I think every game is a great moment. Just because I love being here, I love the atmosphere. It's like, I can't wait to come here. So, like I said, I love the theme nights, that we've had in the past. Those are really fun. Like Superhero Day, Marvel Superhero Day. I'm a comic book nerd. So, when we have theme nights like that, dude, it just makes me more excited. Especially seeing people dressed up as their favorite superheroes. It makes me want to geek out as well. I know we don't do it anymore, but before it was just superhero night. It wasn't Marvel Defenders of the Diamond. And I'm a big Superman fan. So I think this is 2015, 2016. I got to wear one of my Superman suits. And I was walking around the concourse, and kids were just, wow, that's Superman. And I even signed baseballs as Superman, and that just meant a lot to me. It's just like, it was a very special moment. So I think that's the top moment. Just to see kids so happy to see their favorite superhero or character. And it gets them more excited.
Well, for sure, again, it's all about the fan experience, especially for the kids. I know, obviously, it could be, just watching a baseball game might not be that entertaining to them. But all the stuff that we do in between the innings or during the innings, like, that's what makes, I think, it makes it very exciting for them. Superman even signing a baseball as Superman just makes their day. And I think that's what's really important. That's what the bottom line is at the end of the day.
And it makes your day as well.
Oh, yeah. So I think that's an awesome moment to pick. But no, even just for me, there's so many moments, and just, as you said, like, every game is always fun. Yeah, no matter what the outcome is on the field, it's just about having fun. And I think that's what South Bend Cubs do so well. But now I do want to switch gears a little bit. We got to talk about some super cool radio stuff. Because this is super cool radio, by the way.
Damn right.
So, as I said, you've been part of Super Cool Radio officially in January. You've been go with me to shows since October of 2023. Always a fun time. I do a lot of the stuff solo, but it's so nice to have somebody who's, passionate about the podcast and also fun to hang out with. We have so much fun, going to the shows, even if some of the stuff doesn't work out the way as intended, but we always have a good time regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm curious, what's kind of, your goals for, 2024? What's, what are you excited about?
I'm just excited to see the shows again. And I met a lot of cool bands from the time that I started with you. And I can't wait to see them again. I mean, they're cool people off the stage and on the stage. And it makes me passionate about it because I see how much they love it and they're passionate about what they're doing. And you can tell they love what they're doing. And I see a lot of these bands that I've seen are going to go pretty far. And I'm excited to see new bands, hear new music. And, of course, we have Motoblock in Chicago.
Yeah.
I never experienced before, but from what Matt was telling me about, sounds like a lot of fun.
Motoblock is amazing. They're awesome people. I love going to Motoblock. It was my third year in 2024 going to this event, and it's just so much fun. Not only there's killer music, a lot of music I haven't heard of before, but I enjoy. They got killer motorcycles, killer food, and everyone's just cool there. It's just a fun time. So if you can, make sure to make it out to Motoblock. Tickets are already on sale. Make sure to support them. We're going to be there. So make sure if you do see us,
come say hi.
Oh, yeah. Make sure to stop by, hang out, chat with us. It's always fun meeting people. So if you do go, it's at the Cobra Lounge in Chicago, Motoblock. Check it out. I'll leave a link for it in the description. I love the event. I truly do. And it's going to be cool, being with you, having you witness first time going to Motoblock. Because I know I loved it. As soon as I went there the first time, it's just been amazing.
And I just love being in Chicago. It's such a great city.
Oh, yeah. You see the city backdrop, down Fulton Street. It's just so cool. And again, they have a killer lineup of bands every year. So they haven't announced everything just yet, but they always have great bands.
Can't wait.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. But also, I know we got a lot of fun. Shows coming up. We got great interviews lined up as well. Plus, we're celebrating the 5th anniversary of Super Cool Radio this year, and we got some great stuff planned. Obviously, we can't say anything just yet.
No.
But we're going to make this year very special.
Be on the lookout.
But we got some great things in the works. We're going to truly make 2024 a very special year for Super Cool Radio. We're going to have, new merch. We're going to have a lot of fun stuff. And, you never know who's going to stop by Super Cool Radio. Because I don't know either sometimes. He's a producer, that's why.
Yeah.
But I do want to tell us, it's been a few months you've been a part of Super Cool Radio. So, how's the experience been so far?
Dude, I love it. And I love that you love it. I mean, I can see you're passionate about what you do. Like I said, I always loved the music, even as a kid. And I did go to a few shows here, actually. But, seeing it from your standpoint, dude, it's a whole nother level. Like I said, especially backstage, actually getting to know the band members. I love that part because, you don't really get the opportunity half the time. They're down to earth, most chillest people you ever met. And, it's fun.
But it definitely is, and it is cool, not just being a concert goer, but also being, press for events. It is definitely a different experience. It is some more work, obviously, but I think it's just so much fun. To do things like this, obviously, you never know where an interview is going to take place. Here we're at Four Winds Field. When I first started, I never thought this would be a possibility, and here we are filming an interview. And it's just so cool, the stuff you never really think is possible until it's actually happening. And what I like about Super Cool Radio, especially what we're really trying to build towards, is just, it's a fun podcast. It also shows just how many different, and great musicians there are that don't get, I think, the proper amount of props or respect sometimes. Because It's like a lot of, you see on the radio station, Sirius XM, whatever, not many of them like that we feature, they don't really give the time of day. And I think that is what I really, when I first started Supercore, that's what I really like to focus on. Like, obviously we had some great national bands as well, and I really love doing that as well, because it's just so much fun experience in a national show too. But it's also great to showcase great musicians that I don't think get the proper amount of time.
Like we always say, support local music.
Oh yeah, and also support local venues as well, because without the local venues, you don't get the live local music either.
It's true.
So make sure you got to support both, and if you want to go to a show, go to a show. It will probably be a fun time.
It'll be the best time of your life.
As we're starting to close out this interview, just got a few more things to discuss. I did want to tell you, I got a fun South Bend Cubs question before we close this out. So you've been with the Cubs for 10 years. You've seen many different special jerseys that the players wear and what Stu wears. Has there been any favorites that have stuck in your head?
I do love the 4th of July. The patriotic, because, I mean, come on now.
They always
US of A.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I mean, look at the hat. Come on.
Yeah. And it just, red. It's red, white, and blue is the Cubs colors. Red, white, and blue is America.
Yeah, so I'd say that and every year they always get sick-looking ones. So I'd say those are my favorite.
I like their America ones. And I know this is not a specialty jersey, but the Cubs away and home uniforms, they're great. They're one of my favorite jerseys.
And when Stu's wearing a white jersey, you know he's there to tear shit up.
That's right. And again, you never know what he's going to do. He probably doesn't even know what he's going to do.
No, half the time he doesn't. He just wings it.
Kind of like what we're doing.
Exactly. He'll be all right.
All right, so we're really just kicking off 2024 here. As I said, it's going to be our 5-year anniversary for Super Cool Radio. We got plenty of cool things in the works. But for you, what's your goals for 2024? What would you like to experience and in 2024?
I'd like to hopefully just see more bands, as well as the Cubs. Hopefully we get more wins, and I can't wait to see what they do this year. I can't wait to see what our team's going to look like, who our manager will be, and just being back with the staff. I'm just trying to be. I try to be better every day. I don't have a specific goal, really. So I mean, the goal is be better on 3. That's our motto here at the stadium. Just be better on 3.
Honestly, I can't sum it up any better. And it's what, again, as I said earlier in the interview, it's what everyone strives for. In every department, anyone who works here, just always keep improving and be better.
Exactly.
But as we're closing on this interview, obviously I gotta say a very special thanks to the South Bend Cubs and Chris Hagstrom-Jones for allowing us to film here.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. As I said, it's a truly incredible experience, and it's wonderful and just so amazing to be part of the South Bend Cubs organization, because it's just incredible to be part of that family.
Mm-hmm.
And as I said earlier, they don't just preach being, do better and to be part of the family, but they also live it as well. And that's what's so incredible.
Well, that's what I like, especially about working here. It's because most jobs, you're there to work. Here, like Chris always says, we're a family. And it actually does feel like a family. Both when we're here and we're not here, we still try to stay in touch. And you don't really get this with many other jobs, if any jobs. And so that's another reason why I really love coming back here.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to the 2024 season. I know you are, because we never know. There's going to be new players. There's going to be a lot of fun. I know last year they had Star Wars Day. They had the Marvel's Defenders of the Diamond. They go all out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always fun to be a part of.
and they always try to go bigger every year. So I can't wait to see what they have up their sleeve this year.
It was a fun year in 2023, and as you said, they're going to top themselves for 2024. They're always coming up with new and fun things, and we don't even know yet, what they have in store. I'm so excited.
Hopefully, as you see in the background, all this white stuff will be gone.
Yeah,
and it'll be warmer weather.
Oh, I'm looking forward to the warmer weather. I have to tell you, being like, when you can see your breath in your car,
it's not good, folks.
No, it's not fun. It is not fun. But again, I got to say one more time, big thank you to the South Bend Cubs and Chris Hagstrom-Jones for allowing us to film here. Hope you enjoyed this very special episode of Super Cool Radio. If you did, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, comment down below, and we will make sure to see you guys in person at events coming up in 2024.
Let's fucking go.
For Shane Hess, the producer and event security for Super Cool Radio, I'm your host always, Matthew Thomas. Thanks so much for watching and listening to Super Cool Radio. And remember, stay frosty.